Welcome back to At Home with Lauren. This week, I have to spend the entire week prepping for our family's Thanksgiving. So we try to do Thanksgiving with our children ahead of time because we typically go somewhere else on actual Thanksgiving. So I need to make a list of all the things that I need to have. What are you doing? I'm pretty sure I already have everything except some of the things I need for desserts. I need to get we always have noodles, and I'm going to make homemade noodles, so I'm working on that. I've got my stand mixer here with the noodle attachment on there. The dough has already been made, so I just need to run it through this attachment here.
I want some dough.
And I figured I would take you all along as I prep for our Thanksgiving. I need to get a list going first. We have our turkey every year. I buy our turkey for next year, right around Thanksgiving. A store by us has them on sale, and they'll be, I think last year, they were maybe 45 cents or 55 cents a pound if you spend like $25 or something in the store. So we already have our turkey. It's in the refrigerator thawing. I pulled our turkey out Saturday, so that would give it a full 7 days to thaw in the refrigerator because it is a large turkey. It's like 23 pounds, I think. So I have our turkey. I need to figure out what we need for the brine because we brine our turkey every year. I need potatoes. I always buy potatoes anyway, and then green bean casserole, which I don't like, but other people do. Rolls, which I will make those homemade. Thank you for the kiss. Let's see. What else do we need? Corn. I'm pretty sure I have what I need corn-wise.
I love corn.
Cranberry sauce. I typically just do, oh my goodness, the babies are arguing. I typically just do like the canned cranberry sauce. I know I already have stuffing. I was gonna write something down after that, and gravy. Which we just typically do packets of gravy. I'm working on the noodles. My husband's family has always had noodles when they do Thanksgiving. And chocolate milk. Don't ask me why chocolate milk with dinner, because I don't even like milk to begin with. But chocolate milk. And this is for dinner. I'm sure I'm missing things. Okay, let's work on our dessert. So I usually do a cheesecake. Just a simple, nothing fancy type of cheesecake. I'll do a southern brown sugar pie. Oops.
You missed a spot.
Pumpkin.
You missed a spot right there.
No.
You need that spot.
What else should we have for dessert?
Ice cream.
Ice cream?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love ice cream.
We can maybe have ice cream. Whipped cream.
No whipped cream for me. I want poppin'. Okay?
Pop.
Yeah, because I love pop in it.
Well, no, the whipped cream would be for the pies. And then my husband likes this chocolate. It's like a no-bake chocolate pie I think it uses pudding and Cool Whip. Now, my goal is to make more than enough of these because we will need them for actual Thanksgiving Day as well, except the pumpkin. I'll probably only make one pumpkin pie. It's not a huge hit here. I love it, and one of my kids likes it. So I think this is a good list. I know this recipe already makes 2, so I'll probably double that recipe so that I have 4. But for these, I know I'm gonna need pie crust, and I'm probably just gonna save myself some time and buy pre-made. And I know like the cheesecake and this chocolate pie both use a graham cracker crust. I know that I'll need cream cheese. Tomorrow's our grocery shopping day, so I want to make sure I have everything for these. I don't have any pumpkin because that was a disaster this year, making my own pumpkin puree. So I'll have to buy some this year. Hang on one second. I know I'll need Cool Whip.
Some of these with it.
Oh, you want to have granola bars? Okay. And then I'll have to double check these recipes and see what all I need. As far as the meal goes, I have the turkey. I need to make sure I have all the things for the brine. I typically just use things I already have here. I buy potatoes every time I grocery shop. I know I have everything for the green bean casserole. I home make the rolls. I need to check the corn. I don't know that I have cranberry sauce. I know I have stuffing, so put a star next to the things I know I have. I am pretty sure I have gravy. I'm making the noodles. I don't have to get chocolate milk. I've already made the dough for the noodles. I just need to get it turned out here. This is like it's just a simple noodle recipe that I have used before. Hopefully I did it right. This is like a bread machine recipe. And I don't have a bread machine anymore, but you're really just using the bread machine to mix it for you. So it's not like it's a huge deal. The machine's not cooking it. So this is a double batch. It's super simple. It is eggs, flour, salt, and oil. So once you have let it rest for a little bit, you need to cut it to make it smaller to go through the pasta attachments. And you're just cutting them down. And for a single batch, you would cut it so you have 8 pieces. Again, it doesn't really matter that it's 8. You're just cutting it small enough to go through this attachment. Okay, I had to add a little bit more flour to get this sheet. I'm just gonna run it through here one more time. My dough is a little on the wet side, so I needed to add some flour. Adjusted the angle here a little bit just so you can see. Now that I have this run through here and flattened, I'm going to run it through the cutter. Hopefully they hold up going through the cutter. There we go. These are perfect. I'm going to turn this off for a second. I got to get a tray to set these on so they can dry. To make them smaller, I'm just going to use a pizza cutter. They don't need to be perfect. And then I'm going to put a little bit of flour on here. Yep, this cookie sheet. I typically use parchment, yeah, and then I make sure they're not sticking together, and I just drop them on here. This is how they look on the cookie sheet. These are just going to sit and dry. You can see a little bit of flour on there. Every once in a while I go through and I stir them up so that more is exposed to the air so they can dry. Alright, I am on my last thing here. I have 3 full cookie sheets of noodles already. And because this has been a little sticky, I've been just flattening it in the flour, taking it and shaping it a little bit before I put it through the press. Everything is covered in flour. Me, my tripod, the floor, everything. I don't have this flat enough here. It really is, like when you're making noodles, I feel like it's just trial and error. I've done this quite a few times, and every time I'm thrown off. I feel like I have to start over a bunch of times. It doesn't have to be perfect, and that's the hard part. You need to remember, they're not going to be perfect. You're not a professional. So I've just been running it through the middle part to flatten it out. I run it through twice, and then I have, this has a skinny side for noodles that are like spaghetti, and then it has a wider side, and after I run it through the middle twice, I run it through the wide roller. This has taken about an hour to do all of this. Once I get over the initial hiccups, it goes pretty smooth. Then I just lay them out. And this is my last one. So I can turn my mixer off finally. And I'm just rough cutting these. And then I've never done it this way before. I typically just hand separate them like I showed you with the first one. Just rolling them in some flour here so they don't stick together. It's really noisy here today, I apologize. And then this is my last cookie sheet, and they are all full. This is a lot of noodles this time. So these will last us quite a while. Okay, the noodles are all done. You can see I am totally covered in flour. It's all over my pants. I probably should have worn my apron, but that's okay. Let's go take a look at them. I have them all over here on the stove. You can see there's 3 cookie sheets here. All of them are full. And I will come over here and toss these every once in a while. Some of these are going to go for dinner. I'm going to make a creamy vegetable chicken noodle soup in the crock pot. So some of these will get dropped in there. The rest are going to be put in the freezer once they are dry. Some of them will be for Thanksgiving on Saturday, and then we'll just use the other ones as we need them. The noodles have been sitting for a couple hours. I just wanted to show you how I go back through and move them around, toss them around some. Any of them that are sticking, this just gives them a chance to dry out more. So if these are still stuck together.
I can't find it.
Hang on, I'll help you. This is only 2 of the 3 pans. The other one is over on the stove. Just move them around, mix them up a little bit. You can definitely tell they've dried out quite a bit since earlier. They still got a ways to go, and that's okay. It's the next day now. These noodles have been sitting out overnight to dry the rest of the way. I was gone in the evening last night, so I didn't get a chance to put them away, but I left them out overnight. You can hear how hard they are. I'll show you that in just a second. I'm gonna get these bagged up and put them in the freezer. I did not end up using any of them for dinner last night. I went a different route and used some frozen cheese tortellini that I had. So I have a lot of noodles here. Let's take a look. I still have 3 sheet pans full. You can hear they're hard now. What I'm gonna try and do, I'm gonna put them in Ziplocs, but I kind of want to weigh the Ziplocs so they're somewhat even. I don't know, we'll see. I might just fill a bag and throw them in the freezer. I got a Ziploc ready here. You can buy these bag holders on Amazon, super affordable. They make filling the bags so simple, especially when you are doing a liquid like a soup. So easy to fill. I do want to weigh these just to see how much we got total here. Oh. Doesn't want to tear out. There we go. So 1 pound, about 8.5 ounces. Tear it out again. And 1 pound, 11.5 ounces. So we have over 3 pounds of noodles that I made. It took about an hour and a half when you consider the time kneading it. It was so easy, not super time consuming. The most time consuming part is running it through the pasta attachment on my KitchenAid, which you do not have to have. Ignore the dishes back there. I have made these just rolling them out on the counter with a rolling pin, and then I use a pizza cutter to run up and cut. It's super simple. I just have a KitchenAid, so I use it to do all of my mixing, and I have the pasta attachment, so I use it. We are going to be using these for Thanksgiving, and this will definitely be 2 meals worth because not everybody here eats noodles like this. I personally don't eat them, and only about half of my kids like them, so we will definitely get more than 1 meal out of these. I'm gonna get these into the freezer now. There's Sarah. She's the only one awake right now because it is earliest.
Can I tell them my dance? Since
Yep, next time, okay. I will put the recipe for these noodles in the description box. It's a very easy, nothing fancy type of recipe. I hope you enjoyed this vlog of me making noodles and prepping for our family Thanksgiving. Please hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. If you have any questions, please leave them in my comments. I always respond to all of my comments. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.